Have you ever wondered what's really happening to your body and mind every time you watch pornography? Or better yet, have you ever stopped to think why so many men today feel tired, anxious, unmotivated, and unfocused? Maybe the answer lies in a silent habit, one that usually happens when no one is watching. And even though it seems harmless, it might be draining your energy, your confidence, and even your health. Today we're going to talk about masturbation and pornography. And before you assume this is just another moralistic speech, let me be clear. This video is about science, behavior, and men's health. You're going to understand what neuroscience has already discovered about how these habits affect the brain. You'll learn what psychology has observed over the past decades. And above all, you'll walk away with clarity and awareness. So stay with me until the end, because what you're about to hear might change the way you think about your own pleasure. Let's get straight to the point. Masturbation by itself is not the issue. In fact, several studies suggest that occasional and mindful practice can bring benefits. According to the Cleveland Clinic, masturbation can help reduce stress, improve sleep, and trigger the release of hormones like dopamine and oxytocin, which promote well-being. But the problem starts when this practice becomes compulsive, especially when it comes hand in hand with pornography. Why is that? Because pornography acts like a visual drug. It hijacks the brain's reward system. Every time you watch adult content, your brain gets flooded with a surge of dopamine. This is the same chemical released when someone uses cocaine or engages in compulsive gambling. The result? You get used to unrealistic levels of stimulation. And even worse, your brain starts associating pleasure not with human touch, affection, or emotional connection, but with artificial and exaggerated visual stimuli. That leads to deep consequences. According to a study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association Psychiatry, excessive porn use may be linked to a reduction in gray matter in brain regions responsible for motivation and decision-making. In other words, the more you consume porn, the harder it becomes to stay focused, disciplined, and interested in real-life activities. There's also another silent and alarming impact. Porn-induced erectile dysfunction? Sounds strange? Well, it's more common than you think. Thousands of young men in perfect physical health have reported difficulty maintaining erections during real-life intimacy. And it's not due to insecurity. It's because their brains have been conditioned to respond only to unrealistic and virtual stimuli. This creates a cycle. Frustration builds, performance worsens, self-esteem drops. And to ease the anxiety, the person turns back to porn and compulsive masturbation. It's a trap. And many don't even realize they're caught in it. Now, I want you to really think about this. How many hours of your life have been spent watching porn, and what did you gain from it? How many opportunities for real connection were missed? How many times did you wake up tired and mentally drained, even after a full night's sleep? Pornography, when consumed excessively, doesn't just affect the brain. It can also impact hormone levels. Research shows that excessive use can temporarily reduce testosterone production, the main hormone responsible for male vitality. In other words, your energy, your drive, your motivation to live might be getting drained right in front of a screen. But there is a way out. There is a way back. It starts with awareness. Many men around the world are discovering the benefits of what's known as NoFap. It's a movement that encourages giving up porn and compulsive masturbation. The reports are impressive. More energy, better focus, improved performance at work, boosted confidence, and even more charisma in social interactions. Of course, it's not always easy. Breaking a habit takes effort and persistence. But the first step is recognizing that this is a habit, and that your brain can be rewired. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to adapt and change, is real. Over time, you start to enjoy simple things again. Your libido reconnects to touch, to presence, to scent, to real life. And that's when the magic happens. You don't just get your sexual energy back, you get your clarity, your presence, your direction. So here's the question. Are you willing to take on this challenge? To go 30 days without porn? Without compulsive masturbation? Just to observe how your body and mind respond. It might be hard at first, but the results might surprise you. And maybe, just maybe, you'll meet a version of yourself you never even knew existed. A stronger version. A more focused version. A more alive version. If this video made sense to you, if it touched something important on your journey, Share it with a friend, someone you know who might also need to hear this. Drop a comment and tell me what stood out most to you. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Here, we speak the truth. Here, we grow. Together. Because in the end, this isn't just about pleasure. It's about power. And it's time for you to take yours back.